Hello friends, how are you? I hope we all good. You are all good. So today I will discuss about the PCR method. I mean PCR we can say the PCR method is sometimes we can say PCR is a modern technique. So in the PCR method I will discuss how can we isolate the gene and how can we amplify the gene or the DNA segment. This DNA segment is a desired DNA segment. So in this so the PCR's full name of the PCR is a polymerase chain reaction. So first of all we have to know what is the PCR and some introduction I will discuss about a PCR. So PCR, full name of the PCR is a poly polymerase chain reaction. This is called PCR. PCR. So PCR is developed by it is developed it is developed by Carey Mullis in 1985. In 1985, so you know, so this is a very extremely powerful technique. In this technique, we are quantify. We can quantify the D. We can quantify in this technique. In this technique, quantify the DNA copies and it generates the microgram quantities of a DNA copies of the desired DNA segment. The PCR process has been completely automated. This process this process is a very automated. This kind of process is very today I will discuss a little about this PCR technique, and next day I will discuss briefly about about this technique. Today I will discuss a little about PCR. So in the PCR there are the long procedure of PCR. This is very long procedure of PCR. At the start of PCR, at the start at the start of PCR, at the starting of PCR, the DNA from which a segment is to be amplified. Here, the DNA segment is to be amplified. DNA segment is to be amplified, and DNA molecules DNA polymerase DNA polymerase DNA polymerase are mixed mixed in the reaction mixture. In this technique, DNA polymerase are mixed in the reaction mixture. Uh, I will draw a I will draw a schematic. I will draw a representation of a schematic diagram. I will draw a diagram of the schematic representation of the three steps performed during the PCR. So the first, in this PCR, uh, we have a simple DNA procedure. This is the procedure. This is called a procedure of PCR. So we have a simple DNA. This is 5 prime. This is called 3 prime. This is called 3 prime. And this is double helix. This is double helix. So this is 3 prime. This is 5 prime. Decided. And here, this segment of DNA, this segment is to be amplified. 3 prime, 5 prime. This segment is to be amplified, and this is 3 prime, 5 prime. This is 3 prime, 5 prime. And here we have a primers. This is called a primers. This is called a primers. This is called a primers. This is first primer. This is second primer. So here the next process in the after the amplifying the DNA is the DNA segment. The DNA segment is the primers are annealed. Primers. These primers annealed. This is 5 prime. This is 3 prime, and the primers are add. Primers may be add here. First primer is added here, and the second and the tag DNA here. The tag DNA polymerase enzyme tag transgensis. This is called thermococcus. Sorry, this is called thermo. It means this here. This is thermus aquatics. This is thermo. This is aquatics. So tag DNA enzyme. Here we add tag DNA enzyme. Here we add the tag DNA enzyme. Tag DNA enzyme can be survive in the heating conditions, and this DNA segment is synthesized This is synthesized at 70 to 75 degrees Celsius. 70 to 75 degrees Celsius. Here this segment of DNA is 5 prime, 3 prime, and here the second primers can be added is to be added here. to be added here, and the primers first primer may be added here. Added here we have. So this is called a desired segment. Here the desire, here the desire, here the desire, here the desired segment are copied, and this is called this is called uh, this is called a cycle first. This is called a cycle first, and the next cycle second is begins. Second cycle begins here, and this is called a DNA segment. This is called 5 prime, 3 prime. Here the all the process like here this segment primers can be added. Primers is to be added, and the primers annealed with this segment of DNA, and here we add it. Here we add a tag DNA polymerase enzyme, and this segment of desired DNA is synthesized at a 7 to 75 7 to 70 to 75 degrees Celsius. This is called a cycle first, and after the cycle first, the DNA polymerase, the DNA segment is again this process repeat again this process. So the idea is that this process is can be repeat uh, other this process is repeated, and we can say this process can be continued. It might be continue. So today it's enough. Next day I will discuss briefly about to the PCR method, and if you have any query about this chapter, about this topic, so you may ask me in the comment box. I will give you answer as much as soon. So today I will next day I will discuss about this topic. So you have to you have to attend the you have to attend the this topic class next day. So thank you very much for being here. Okay.